Mr. Bose and Deepa Sinha tell me that in states which distribute cheap grain, how are the malnutrition figures at discordance with the amount of cheap grain which is distributed? If this was effective to end malnourishment, why do the malnourishment figures not improve? Deepa Sinha.
Yeah, this is exactly one of our issues with the food security bill, and I hope you'll give me 2 minutes because I can't outshout the others. What you're raising is a valid question, but let's get the facts right. Firstly, your figure of 2% people only being hungry in the country is not right. That's from a flawed question in the NSS, but if you look at the calorie consumption, that has been falling. Every index across the world by every UN body shows that we have highest malnutrition. But malnutrition cannot be addressed by cereals alone, which is why we are saying that this food security bill, you're right, will not make a dent on malnutrition. Because it's only about rice and wheat, about a limited quantity. We need pulses, we need oil, we need water, we need sanitation, we need access to healthcare. And we need all of this to be part of the bill, which is what the Right to Food campaign has been saying. Which is why we want a debate in the parliament. And these are amendments that parties like the CPI, CPM, BJD have introduced in parliament, and that is exactly why this has to go through the debate and a strengthened bill has to be put in place.
Don't oppose the legislation.
One second.
Solution is not ordinance.
Bejon's turn. Bejon Mishra's turn. Let Bejon speak.
Solution is not ordinance. You see, the solution is not ordinance. Let me tell you that. Please allow state governments. Solution is allow state governments to be innovative, to be creative. Some of the state governments have done wonderful job in tackling malnutrition. Let's understand that. Let's look at those models. Let's study from there. Let's learn from there. Ordinance is not the solution.
Yeah,
the central government has no right to interfere in terms of what the state
I would not agree with that because
leave the innovation to the state governments to handle their business.
What we can
some
learn,
of the state governments are doing an excellent job.
So
what we can learn from state governments.
Nobody is recognizing Nobody is recognizing the good state government.
You see, that's very good. One second, gentlemen. You see, by putting those figures out, which I knew would be controversial. One second. You see, the Prasenjit and Deepa Sinha's response to those figures, which are one set of figures which Deepa Sinha has a absolute right to question. And the debate that we have had in the last 5 minutes only underlines one point. So we go back to Rita Bahuguna Joshi and Mehboob Beg for an answer, a convincing answer today. Nobody, even the Right to Food activists, believe that you are doing it the right way. So Ms. Joshi, now I come to a political point. How is your government functioning? When you want to pass a deal with the United Arab Emirates on aviation, which is going to allegedly benefit one party and compromise national interest, in 24 hours you pass it, and then in 7 days your Prime Minister does a U-turn. So that's when certain issues are concerned, those are corporate issues. When it comes to issues such as this, you don't want to wait 2 weeks for Parliament, you want to go through the ordinance route. May I ask you, Ms. Joshi, please tell me, do I get a feeling that UPA 2 is suddenly in a great hurry about everything? Why? Everything. You are in a great hurry about everything.
1 year with the opposition parties in the House has not been very good.
Again.
2, it is a good bill which will come up for debate, will come for discussion in the Parliament. Every ordinance has to come for discussion and clearance of the Parliament.
Now we must go back to Smriti.
3, it takes 6 months. If they keep stalling it for another 1
We go back to Smriti Irani. Now I think you need to answer this, Smriti, in detail now. One second, hear from the BJP.
I think the bill is very good.
Well, Smriti Irani, now you can comprehensively respond to this.
When it comes.
One line of argument today. Go ahead, Ms. Smriti Irani.
The same old drum is being beaten time and again that the opposition is disrupting Parliament, thereby neglecting the fact that the DMK, which was the ally of the Congress party, got into the well of the House, disrupted House many a times. Mayawati ji got the House disrupted many a times. Samajwadi Party disrupted the House on many a times. These things being said today, I think what the conclusion everybody is coming on to is that nobody per se is against food security for the poor. What people take objection to is this strangling of the throats of democracy by the Congress party for political gain. If the Congress party was so concerned about food security, this is a promise that they made as a part of their 100 days, the first 100 days in power, what they will achieve.
Yeah.
I heard a food activist on your channel tonight speak about getting, apart from rice and wheat, getting dal, getting oil. Well, ma'am, to get all that, one needs to control inflation, to control food prices, to bring down prices, which the government has also failed at.
Yeah. I think.
So a comprehensive conversation on food security, yes, is the need of the hour. There is no political party that I know of which has shied away from a debate on the floor of the House. But it is also a fact that the constitutional responsibility of running Parliament rests with the Government of India, Congress-led UPA, which has failed even on that front. Now, if the Congress party believes that its ministers will indulge in corruption and BJP shall not bat an eyelid in Parliament, then I'm sorry, I don't think that is how democracy should function.
Gaurav Bhatia, last question is on competitive populism. Some people would say that giving people 25 kilos of rice is better than 3,000 crore rupees spent in distributing laptops which find their way to the black market, which is exactly what the Akhilesh government has done. 3,000 crores spent in giving laptops, which 50% of which find their way to the black market. It's better to give people rice than to distribute laptops.
I have 2 points to make. One is that if you're talking about these schemes, the way our scheme in state of Uttar Pradesh regarding distribution of laptops was implementation, there was no wastage of public funds. And here we are talking about a figure which is far bigger than the entire amount spent in laptops, and the siphoning and leakage would be far greater because there is no mechanism to distribute this. That is the key difference. And secondly, Mrs. Joshi was talking about federal structure. Then I would like to point out that there is a great responsibility under the ordinance for the state governments to implement, to have an infrastructure. How many state governments have they consulted before bringing this ordinance? I think not even one. So, that itself shows the seriousness regarding the ordinance that they have brought. They ought to have consulted all the state governments. They should have asked the state governments about the preparedness and whether they were ready to implement such a bill or not. And I would also like to point out that in the past also they rushed through the right to education bill. The right to education bill also they brought without having the infrastructure in place, and then the Supreme Court had to intervene so that they can at least effectively implement the right to education. So what is the purpose of enacting a bill when you can't even implement such a scheme? And the same would happen with this ordinance as well. It would prove to be a complete failure.
The trust deficit in the Congress-led UPA is so visible.
Let's see if this issue comes to Parliament. What is quite clear to me,
Even an ally today does not have faith in its ability to deliver.
Well,
You are against the method, or are you against the bill?
Let's see if the President passes the ordinance. Let's see whether Pranab Mukherjee signs on the ordinance immediately. We'll have to follow that part too. After all, we've got a thinking Rashtrapati now. Let's see what happens there. We'll take a break. Thank you very much for debate number 1. We see what Pranab Mukherjee does.